After TUF, I'm Charly Arnolt. Coming up, we'll be joined by undefeated TUF coach Brian Ortega, along with analyst Chael Sonnen, and our reality guru from MTV's The Challenge, TJ Lavin. Plus, we have some exclusive deleted scenes from episode 2 and hear from one of TUF's most notable alumni. You know this guy, Nate Diaz. But first, let's kick things off with exclusive post-fight reaction from the first bantamweight winner of season 29, Ludwig Shalinian. TV's The Challenge host and avid UFC fan, TJ Lavin. TJ, we have a lot to talk about. A lot happened in tonight's episode. We witnessed top pick Mitch Raposo lose to Team Ortega's Ludwig Shalinian. So what's it like in your experience when a top competitor is eliminated so early on in the competition?
Well,
really an interesting insight. Now, on The Ultimate Fighter, TJ, the fighter that loses has to stay, while in The Challenge, they go home immediately.
That is so brutal.
It really is, absolutely. So how would the Challenge atmosphere change if the losers had to stick around for the duration of the season? Fights. We like the fights. But TJ, in the first episode of TUF, we saw Alexander Volkanovski win the coin flip. He chose to select the first fighter rather than the first fight. We're seeing right off the bat that formula is not paying off. Do you think picking fight over fight was the right choice? Contender is eliminated. That means an underdog story is starting to unfold, which we love. What makes rooting for an underdog, either in MMA or any competition for that matter, so compelling in your opinion?
Like, if you don't have a clue, like if that guy...
Awesome. Now, TJ, listen to this. UFC welterweight contender Belal Muhammad last night sent out a tweet saying TUF needs to be half MTV Challenge, half fighting. It would blow up. What do you think about that one?
In there too.
All right, so you're talking about me, right? All right, MTV, UFC, we need to make it happen. TJ, thank you so much again. We'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks a lot, Charly. Take care.
All right, that was a very fun trip down memory lane. What a young buck. The Ultimate Fighter Season 5 winner making his long-awaited return to the octagon Saturday night at UFC 263 when he takes on number 3 ranked welterweight contender Leon Edwards. Ahead of the highly anticipated matchup, Diaz caught up with SportsCenter's Stan Verrett about his time on TUF. Number 1 overall pick Mitch Raposo was set up for success. The guy entered the TUF house undefeated, 5-0 as a pro, 6-0 as an amateur. Not only that, he trains with top UFC bantamweight Rob Font and was relishing being Volkanovski's top pick. All things that inspired his unbreakable self-belief. However, Raposo may have underestimated his opponent. Check out this behind-the-scenes moment in the house where a very confident Mitch talks through his game plan ahead of his fight with Ludwig. In the real world, middleweights Ryder Newman and Miles Hunziger are friends and teammates at Las Vegas-based gym Extreme Couture. However, inside the house, they're on opposing teams. Now Miles finds himself in a tough spot as he serves as a training partner for his close friend's next opponent. That would be Tresean Gore. In this sneak peek of episode 3, check out how Miles tries to toe the line between his home teammate and his TUF teammate. This should get interesting to see how Miles, Ryder, and Tresean navigate this tricky dynamic. Make sure to catch episode 3 next week right here on ESPN+. And we know there is no easy road to success in MMA, so for any fighter in the house, getting a chance at a UFC contract really is life-changing. And Team Ortega's Tresean Gore certainly isn't taking this opportunity for granted. He and his selfless wife made some extreme sacrifices ahead of TUF, but ones that he knows will all be worth it. Brett Okamoto sat down with Tresean ahead of his TUF debut so he could share his story. Wow, what a story. And we'll have much more on Tresean's incredible MMA journey next week on TUF. And, of course, his middleweight showdown with Ryder Newman. So tune in next Tuesday, 9 p.m. right here on ESPN+ to catch all the action. And you know what? That's going to do it for us. I'm Charly Arnolt, and I will see you next week right here on After TUF.